Lowdown, how are things looking so far?
Things are looking good. I guess the coach speak answer would be that we got a lot of work to do. There's just a lot to put in, and we got 4 or 5 days to get there. And so it's been a lot of fun. I love everybody's enthusiasm on the first day. You got to kind of blend the competitiveness of all these guys with the focus that we only have a few days to get ready. So there's a lot to put in, but everybody's been in great spirits. We worked really hard yesterday. It was a great first day, and we're just trying to build on it every day.
How is it different this year versus maybe the last couple of years?
I think the first
obviously different for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a different chair. Kind of filled a bunch of roles through the years here, but the first 2 years the foundation was set. I mean, they did a great job. We got some different guys who went a little bit younger. I think you learn from the first 2 years, and then you try and adapt and build an even better roster, an even better process with your training camp. I think the buzz has just built from year one. I think Montrez is probably the best example of that because he comes year one and enjoys it so much. He was so ready to be a part of it in year two, and he was my first call in year three, and he was locked in right from the jump. So having guys that are that excited to go play in front of the Louisville fans again, how much it's grown, how excited people are, it's all just kind of building. We're just trying to keep moving in the right direction.
Was yesterday?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Was yesterday your first full-blown practice with this team?
It was.
With these guys entering either year two or three, playing for this TBT team, have you already started to see some of that early chemistry in some of these runs in practice?
Oh yeah, I mean the big benefit for our team is that we have a lot of guys that are around Louisville, that have Louisville ties, that have played together in years of pickup games, and I think that really helps us. You know, there are teams even down the road, they may be wearing the same colors, but those guys might have spent 9 months at that school and they don't stay around, and guys are all spread out. That's a little tougher. So I think we're really blessed to have a continuity aspect for sure.
You already spoke about Trez. Obviously, last year he was coming off that injury. He had to spend most of that past year leading up to the tournament, getting healthy. Just how much of a difference have you seen from him coming off a full season in the UofL as he heads into this tournament now?
Yeah, Monster Trez looks different. I think both him and Russ are coming off of a little bit more healthy seasons, a little bit more successful seasons in their eyes. And so it just gives them a great jump. But I'll tell you what, every one of these guys is in a lot better shape than I even expected. They're doing boxing workouts at 6:30 in the morning, shooting workouts at noon, and then coming to practice late. It's been really impressive the type of shape and competitiveness that these guys are in. I think that's the tough part with building this. Even if you have a great player that's been retired for a couple of years, the basketball shape is different. So we're really blessed that we have a bunch of guys that have been competing at really high levels and are coming in here ready to play.
Has it been kind of what you thought it would be, or a lot more complicated?
It's just been a lot. The organizational side, Chrissy Banter's been a huge piece from an organizational perspective. As our executive director, has taken a lot of weight off my shoulders and given me the chance to focus on basketball. But you only have a couple hours, maybe, in 5 days to try and put together a team that we all want. And so that takes sideline out of bounds, underneath out of bounds, press breaks, full court presses, zone offense, zone defense. I mean, there's just a tremendous amount to put in. Ball screen coverage, you can keep going down the list. So you just got to kind of roll with the punches, put in as much as you can. And these guys are smart basketball players, so some of it we got to do on the fly. That's just how it goes.
Looking at where the TBT was a few years ago, Louisville Basketball was also in a very different place. How do you think that the hype around Louisville Basketball in general kind of added to the buzz this year of TBT?
Yeah, I just think it's different from when we started. I think the city kind of needed a jump start with basketball, a little basketball in July, and I think that they really embraced our team and how hard we competed. And I think, again, that set a great foundation. I mean, year one and year two set a great foundation for what we're doing this year. And Coach Kelsey's been awesome to us. We're in a beautiful practice facility. They've been great in terms of providing us time here and kind of asking whatever we need. So it's a great partnership. I'm really lucky that Coach Kelsey wants to still embrace us old guys. And, we can't be thankful enough.
What do you think it means for Jay Scrub to be able to put Louisville across his chest, even now in the TBT?
I think it does feel something for him. I think he wanted to come here and play. A Trinity High School guy, and I think he's very excited to put on for the city and put Louisville on his chest and go out there and play hard. So for him, I think it's going to be a really special moment. He hasn't had the Louisville fans get to love on him and get to watch him work out and see how hard he plays. Louisville fans are going to love that guy.
Someone new is David Sloan. He and he and Jay obviously have played together in a JUCO. What do you think he's going to add to the team this year? And have you kind of seen the early chemistry with them going back to their playing days?
Yeah, not just Jay, but our other David Johnson. They kind of all knew David Sloan. He's been around pickup games. I started asking around, and they were immediate, like, oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's somebody you got to pick up. And David's just competitiveness, the type of guy he is. He's just fit in so well. He gives us another ball handler, another guy with an edge to him, a great pick and roll player. An it factor in terms of when to take the big shots in big games, and he has TBT experience because he killed it last year. So he's a great piece for our backcourt and one we need.
Are you able to scout much with these guys coming into the first game?
The first game, no, because this is their first year.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate because I've been working with ESPN and I've covered the ACC. So 3 of their starting backcourt guys, one's Bensley Joseph that played at Miami, one's Jaden Zachary that played at Clemson, and one's Mason Madsen that played at Boston College. So I've gotten a lot of looks at all these guys, which helps, but you're kind of checking personnel. You can't really scout actions or anything like that, and it should put us on edge. You know, we don't know exactly how they're going to play, what they're going to do, what type of rhythm they're going to have, so we got to come out and bring our best stuff, and they're adding guys. I think they added guys last night, so you don't know what you're going to get. And if I've learned anything with TBT, you can't underestimate anybody. You got to be ready to go.
From an X's and O's and strategy standpoint, what does a head coach Luke Hancock coach team look like? You guys doing a lot of full court pressing and trapping like you did under Rick Pitino?
No, we're not. We're really trying to focus on ourselves. Again, we can't really scout them. We can't prepare for them all that well. We got to all be on the same page with terminology. We want to get an offense that makes sense, that we can flow a little bit. Again, you learn from the first 2 years. So I thought when we got stagnant on offense, it's late shot clock or the Elam ending, and all you're doing is running pick and rolls up top, you don't get the best shots. And I hear Coach Pitino screaming in my ear still at night about challenge shots. So we're going to try our best not to get a lot of challenge shots off and keep moving the basketball. Defensively, you can't play that way, for the entirety of the game. But all of our guys have played that way, and we have depth as a huge piece for us. So pressure is going to be part of our game. We'll try and wear teams down a little bit.
After seeing everyone kind of back in basketball shape, who is someone that you're eyeing that could be like a secret weapon or someone that maybe stands out?
I don't know if we have a secret weapon. I think all these guys are pretty well known. I mean, we got 6 or so draft picks. Like, these guys aren't going to sneak up on anybody. I guess somebody that you haven't seen all that much, David Sloan and Jay Strubb. I think those guys look really good. I'll also mention Quinn Slazinski. He was a late addition to us, but his feel for the game, the shots he can create for himself and for others, whether it's screening, passing, it's been really impressive the last few days. And he gives us kind of a different dynamic. So it's going to be fun with all these guys. Even a guy like Earl Clark, I know Louisville fans are going to be so excited to see him back in Freedom Hall. He is excited to play again in front of Louisville fans and at Freedom Hall. So I don't know if we have a secret weapon, but we got a lot of guys.
With Quinn, was he already based here in Louisville, and it was just kind of a decision where it all kind of lined up for him?
He's kind of still playing, and the guys that are still playing are bouncing all around. I don't even know if too many guys that have a home base, maybe outside of E5, they're all kind of jumping around. So it's good that he was in town. He came to a workout. I saw a workout once. I've known Quinn for a long time, but we just talked through expectations. And he's a competitive guy. He wants to play a lot and he wants to go out there and win. And so we had to kind of make it work with his expectations and ours. And like I said, he's really not surprised, but he's delivered in all the workouts he's been to lately.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.